This opening in the hill continues about 400 yards when the cave widens, after you have got round a sudden turn, which prevents its being discovered till you are within it, to a spacious room, at the bottom of which is a vortex the water falls into, the whirling round with amazing force. Sticks or even pieces of timber are immediately absorbed. William Spotswood, Columbian Magazine, 1788.
About 400 feet into the cave. That's like one of the craziest things I've ever done. Good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Blair County, Pennsylvania. We have an exciting adventure lined up for you today. The conditions are raw out here. It's a bit misty, a bit rainy. It's not really a great day for a hike outside. But guess what? We're not hiking outside. We're hiking inside. That's right. We are going to be doing an exploration, and by we, I am joined here with Cole Swanger and Hiker Dude Dad over there. Two great guys to go exploring with. But we are going to be checking out Tytoona Cave. Tytoona Cave is a natural cave, which means it's not a commercial operation like you would typically see. There's no lighting in there. There's no tour. We're just going in. It's a cave operated by the National Geological. Let me get that. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, Geological Society.
Yes. The National Speleological Society. 7-acre preserve, open to the public, enter at your own risk. And I'm super excited for this because we're going to be going in nearly 1,000 feet into this cave. That's 3 football fields long. So I'm wound up. I had a lot of coffee. It was a long drive here. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. I think we're all ready to go. And we'll see you inside Tytoona Cave. All right, we have now entered the Tytoona Cave Preserve property. A lot of misty ambiance. Rained earlier this morning. Everything's wet and lush. Branch just fell from the tree.
Like this constant flow of water just comes up underneath that rock down there.
That's way more water than I expected to see.
So we're coming down this set of wooden steps, and one of the interesting features of this cave is that there is a stream that runs through the cave, and it comes up from underneath the ground and then runs through this cave and then drops underground again and comes out another entrance 4,000 feet away known as Arch Spring. So I mean, this place is just awesome already. We're dropping into this amphitheater. So the water for this stream is actually rising up right underneath this rock wall here. And then it flows out in this direction towards where Hiker Dude Dad is standing, and that is the entrance to Tytoona Cave. There's a fine mist hanging over the air here in the amphitheater. It's really creating quite quite the scene and setting for a cave exploration. There are some legends surrounding this cave, notably a story about several Native American Indians and some early settlers that supposedly were chased into the cave and never found. This also was a site of tremendous tragedy in 1984, where a cave diver perished inside the cave. So I'll be telling you more about it as we go, but you can see behind me how awesome that entrance looks, and this is going to be quite the adventure. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate you.
We checked our notes, our cameras, and our gear one final time before beginning our entrance into Tytoona Cave.
Absolutely amazing in here. This is already one of the coolest things I've ever done. It's so awesome in here. It's huge in here. This cave seems to slope on an angle from a high point on the left to a lower point on the right at about a 45-degree angle, but it is enormous in here. This is almost like a room.
Yeah. First side passage leads off here to the left, kind of goes up and wraps around and goes back. Dead ends maybe about 50, 60 yards back, but we head up there. I told Ryan the last time I was here, this log, wash here, was not here.
About 100 feet into the cave and a small side passage leading up to the left, ultimately dead ends.
Cave bacon. It resembles like strips of bacon coming down.
We continued on into the depth of the darkness, walking through knee-deep water, marveling at the formations that began to present themselves, and eagerly anticipating every step.
All right, guys, we have now reached approximately, what is this considered, about 400 feet?
Yeah, 400 to 500 feet.
We are now about 400 feet into the cave at a location known as the Log Jam. And basically, during Hurricane Agnes, 1972, a bunch of debris flooded into the cave, and it's a bit of a pinch point here. We're going to try to see if we can get around this spot. The water is a little high, but we think we can navigate it.
It's always a mess. I've never gotten past it. Always wanted to see the other side. There's another 500 feet of the cave. But I think.
You think it's passable?
I think it is passable. I'm just not sure how long it is for it to stay low before it finally opens up into the heights that we've been walking through. So that's where we are right now. And that's where it narrows, and then it slowly starts opening up. So it's the height that's not higher than the ceilings we've been in. But after that, it kind of opens up. It's just, this is like the main jam.
This is the moment of truth. Cole has scouted ahead. He's in waist deep water. We're going to make an attempt to go through. Right here is as deep as like you're gonna have to get in the water. Little muddy. And right here's where it opens up. Right there. I'll turn the light on. Back here, it opens up. Got about 2 feet of head space in here. Here, hand me your back.
It's better be like 10 feet high in here, man.
Whew. We've successfully made it past the log jam. Water level at its highest point was midsection, almost chest level. Cole did an excellent job guiding us through and taking the lead. That's like one of the craziest things I've ever done. All right, Ryan, we just made it through that the log jam, and that was intense. You can see he's wet up to all the way up to his chest. What did you think about that experience?
Yeah, I was on my knees going through there, and I was getting a little anxious back there. That was a tight fit. We didn't have more than 3 feet of clearance probably from the water to the top of the cave. Glad I was wearing this, bumped my head a couple times. So, but yeah, trying to keep the bag out, going on your knees was, it's gonna be my nightmare fuel for the next couple weeks, I think.
Yeah, it was awesome. More of a crab walk than I thought it was going to be through the water. If you're claustrophobic, you don't want to even try it. Short, narrow section through the water, just crab walking all the way through. Yeah, a little bit challenging, but hopefully worth it to see the rest of this cave and see two other formations that I've never seen. And
at this point, we're only halfway through.
Yeah.
And like we kept saying, there's a little bit more water than we expected. Normally, it would probably be a little easier to get through there.
Absolutely, yeah. Lower water level, a little bit more easy to navigate. You're probably more on the mud and the gravel underneath.
I'm glad there were 3 of us to do that, though. Got to watch each other's backs in here.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah.
That's about as tense as I
Never,
would like to have it.
never would have tried that
I
alone.
trust these 2 guys implicitly. We did a good job, but still got to get out there.
Good job, guys.
After successfully passing the logjam, we entered into the rarely seen back half of the cave, where we encountered even more impressive and fantastical formations, and where we also began to find various life forms which may have never seen the light of day.
Oh yeah, it's another one. Same kind of like species, big eye.
I gotta say, guys, this really puts the adventure in nature, adventure discovery as we continue into the depths of Tytoona Cave. Now, at a certain point, the cave will drop into what is known as a sump, where it will drop many, many feet, and it's unpassable. In the cave's history, people have cave dived into the cave to explore it, because 1,000 feet are open to be explored by foot, but it's actually a 4,000 foot long cave system. But there was a tragedy where a diver passed away trying to explore the cave, and ever since then, cave diving is not permitted here. We're starting to find these salamanders of uncertain species all over the place, and what I'm noticing is everywhere there's a little pile of driftwood is where you seem to find these salamanders, which are fairly large salamanders here for Pennsylvania. Got another one in the pile there.
Yeah, back there is where eventually would be where the sump would be. Kind of continues to taper off.
Wow, we may have finally reached the end of the line.
Yeah.
Holy. We've reached the sump. We were in about 900 feet now, and this is basically the end of the line. And basically, this cave system is known for a fact goes for another, how far?
I think it's another half mile before it
About 3,000 feet?
Yep, before it comes out at the natural bridge, natural arch, underwater. Dye tests that they've done here at the back of the cave have revealed that the exit comes out there in the creek. But the rest of the cave is completely underwater.
Little tiny frog here at the end of the cave, and then something with a tail right there. See it? Mm-hmm. Tiny insects here. Maybe that's the food chain. That's a different kind of salamander, unless it's like a juvenile stage.
The cars passing over the road.
I believe that. I thought I heard like an airplane, but maybe it was just a car driving by. All right, guys, I just can't say enough about this place, and I have to say, this cave is in an immaculate condition for modern day, and these special places, it's so important to preserve these places, to keep them intact, clean, not to litter, not to vandalize, so we can all enjoy these amazing places for generations to come. This is a real Pennsylvania treasure right here. We're now making our way back towards the log jam and making our way out of the cave. As you know, I'm not going to film too much until we get outside and tell you my thoughts on this experience, but it's been incredible, which you already know if you've been watching so far. Look how that glows though, that is so cool. Oh yeah, that's weird. So we have now returned to our starting point, the entrance of Tytoona Cave. That was one of the most exciting adventures I've ever been on. I can't say enough thanks to Cole and to Ryan. We all had a little piece of putting this together, but those guys really made this adventure happen. And I'm not super experienced in caves. These guys got more experience than me, but this experience makes me want to go into more of them. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you have any comments or questions, let me know down below. I love hearing from you guys. Ryan, your favorite part of the cave?
Not the log jam.
Not the log
Every
jam.
other place though was amazing. A lot of the formations from up top. In Lancaster County, I'm used to Wind Cave. You don't get the dripping, the stalagmites, the stalactites. So it's good to see all that up close and untouched, which is nice.
Yeah, it was very clean. And please keep these, if you're going to come here, keep it clean and just as it is now. Cole, what did you think about it? Your favorite part?
Favorite part was probably the log jam. The
That
log
was
jam
his-
and
that was
beyond.
his favorite part.
Being here twice and getting to the log jam but never getting past was always kind of like a goal to get past it. So yeah, log jam and then the back was the most exciting part for me. Just
Yeah.
to see that.
The log
First
jam,
time.
that was very intense for me. My heart was pounding. It took about a half an hour for me to calm down from that. It was exciting, but I wouldn't have done it on my own, and definitely thank Cole for taking the point and for showing us the way. So that's about it, guys. There's some other people showing up. We're gonna let them enjoy the cave. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail or in the cave. All right, guys, Gator out.
Facing camera or facing cage?